Words from today's Gospel. Who do you say that I am? And Simon Peter answered, You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. And Jesus answered him, Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven. And I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. This famous passage has been used in many ways. It is a pity that all too often it has served as a proof text to justify exactly the sort of power that Jesus opposed. Father knows best. The power Jesus claims and gives to his followers has nothing to do with force, coercion, dominance, or control. Just before his ascension, Jesus gave his followers a number of instructions. He told them that they would receive power to be witnesses. A witness is literally a life giver. Power to give one's life is quite different to the kind of power we are used to. We are more used to power being used to command, to control, to get things done. Here we are talking about something different. It is also very risky. For the church to let go of power that controls requires a quite different way of operating. There are plenty around who want to keep people in their place, keep people down. What's the use of being respectable, upright, responsible, these people might say, if the church is open to the riffraff? Empowering the powerless is quite threatening. When we slide into such attitudes, we forget what we are and what we are called to be. Jesus did not tell Peter and the disciples to form some kind of pure cult for respectable people. He told them that the rock of faith, the key to the kingdom, is the simple message we are all empowered to proclaim and to share. God loves us. God frees us and forgives us, and God changes us. This message is more powerful than all the armies and weapons in the arsenals of the powerful. You have been trusted with the greatest story ever told, now made alive in your own experience. Gerald Ellison, sometime Bishop of Willesden and later of London, said, "To be an Anglican requires many qualities which even some of the highest religious genius have lacked. It requires the courage to apply the individual conscience to the challenge of the faith. It needs the patience to wait till the answer to some problem, not yet obvious, is revealed, and the honesty on occasions to say, I don't know. It needs the love to be tolerant with those whom we think misguided or foolish in the expression of their opinions. It needs the self-discipline to accept the demands of our faith, not because we are told we must do so, but because we believe such things to be true. Here is the true genius of Anglicanism. Remember Peter's life of poverty and struggle, of pain and conflict, and finally, of a martyr's death. To be chosen, to be called, to be named as part of the glorious company of Christ's church, to be a rock, this is not a sign of privilege, but a mark for service. Never for ourselves alone, but always for others. And Christ, who calls us, will never abandon us to our calling alone. As St. Paul reminded the Christians of Thessalonica, he who calls you is faithful, and he will do it.